Hey, good morning, everyone. Clint with Break Down Your Barriers here. And today I want to talk about take each take each situation as a learning opportunity. And that is not always easy, and it definitely is easier said than done. Um, Throughout my life, I there were times I held a chip on my shoulder. There was times I was blaming everybody. There was times that I felt that why me? Why am I in this situation? What's going on? Why do I have to encounter this again? Or why am I going through this? But I wasn't looking to learn. I was looking to blame. There's a big difference. And this has been something that's very new to me. But as I've changed my mindset now and started looking at things of what am I supposed to learn, I don't treat situations the way I used to. And trust me, I go through plenty of scenarios where I'm like, man, really again? Okay, I'll say I didn't learn something the first time, so I need to learn something this time. And what that has allowed me to do is start building an arsenal of ways to manage different situations and how to handle, learning how to respond, learning how to absorb everything that's coming at me and go, okay, and digest it and really start looking at it. I had a situation not too long ago where I offered my help up, and my job got threatened. And I sat back and I was like, "What in the Sam Hill? This is." I didn't even do anything. I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't this, and that. And I was angry. I was angry at the situation. I was angry about what had happened. And I was like, I read back through my email, looked at it, and was like, wait, why would I get my job threatened because of this? And I was frustrated, and probably rightfully so. But I go, what am I supposed to learn from this? And you know what? I did take something away. I took away something that, if I'm ever up in that high of a position, what I won't do. And you see, and then I was able to flip it. I started going, okay, I learned how to manage it where I'm at and kind of understood my place better. But it also set me up for, okay, what am I not going to do as a leader? And that's just it. Everything in this life, every situation you encounter, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, it's going to be an opportunity to learn. I've been told no 1,000 times. What did I learn from all those? Hey, they weren't the right. They weren't the right choice, or it wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. But what I learned is perseverance. Keep going. We're going to encounter 1,000 no's. We're going to encounter 1,000 situations that we just aren't happy with. But if you look at them from the opportunity to learn something and grow from that situation, you tend to handle them better. And at least that's something for me in my life that I've noticed. You know, it's hard. It's hard when you're in a situation to go, oh, what am I learning? Because you're caught up in that moment. And a lot of times we're looking at it from the perspective of why. Why is this happening? What have I done? This or that. And a lot of times, here's the thing, it's just life. Life's going to throw things at you. It loves to. I think that's probably life's greatest thing that it takes pleasure in, is throwing circumstances and situations at us that we're just like, what? But you learn. And you may not realize it right away. But a month, 2 months, maybe even a year from now, you're going to look back at that situation because a similar situation is going to arise and be like, hey, I've been here before. The approach I took last time didn't work. Let me try a new approach. Or what if I just sit back and just listen and learn? And then it's not as bad as we think it is. Knowledge is power. And some of the greatest knowledge that you're going to gain is from situations. It's not going to be from a textbook. It's not going to be from, how to make your life better or whatever. It's going to be life and what you experience. And I know because I've experienced a lot. And that's what's been able to help me progress in my life, is looking back at those past situations and going, what did I learn from that? Case in point, one of the hardest lessons I learned was when I got a DUI. To be quite frank, I don't necessarily know if I should have gone to jail, but I did. The fact was I was drinking. But when I got the DUI, it really woke me up and I started evaluating things in my life. And I was like, man, I got to stop drinking. And now I'm almost 2 years sober. But before that, I had plenty of other situations. I almost died from alcohol poisoning. Didn't wake me up. Didn't learn, obviously. It took a DUI. It took something to humiliate me, to embarrass me, and put me and my family in a really precarious situation for me to go, hey, I need to learn. It was a horrible situation. But guess what? It got me sober. It got me to where I'm not blowing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, a month. And I'm not joking. My average tab at a bar was about $200-300 because all I drank was whiskey. And think about that. If you're doing that every single day or, whatever, every weekend, that adds up quick. So I learned two things. I learned one, alcohol is not for me. And two, I learned that, you know what? I can spend my money in better ways. I can save it. I can do this. I can do that. But again, it came from a situation that I put myself in. But at that time, I realized I need to learn something. And the biggest thing that I learned was that I can't drink. And it's made my life so much better. My family life, my personal life, everything is so much better now that I don't drink. And that's just it. And that's, I guess, the point I'm trying to get to is even in bad situations, good things can come if we're willing to learn. So the more open you are to learning from what is going on in your life, the situations that you're encountering, the better equipped you're going to be to make the right choices going forward. But if you're not willing to learn and you're only looking to blame, you're never going to go anywhere. You're not. It's just, I have tons of friends that have all the potential in the world to do great things, but they just won't learn from their circumstances. There's someone very dear to my heart that I love very much, and he's gone through some very, very hardcore, bad situations, and unfortunately, he just can't see that he's supposed to be learning something from it, and rather he's going back to his vices. And those vices are what landed him in serious trouble. But he's not open to learning. He's not open to seeing that he needs to handle this a different way. And I talk to him on the regular. And I'm constantly like, bro, you got to learn from this, man. You can't keep going to your old vices. And yet the same thing keeps happening. And when we talk, it's the same scenario every time. So don't be that person. Don't waste all your potential on blaming or turning to vices. Learn. Learn from the situations that arise. Learn from the circumstances you get put into. They will equip you with tools to handle other situations when they arise and occur in the future. So today, if you're in a negative situation or just in any situation, ask yourself, what are you supposed to be learning? I promise you, if you start thinking like that arsenal, that toolkit that you get that is so invaluable, you will be able to conquer anything that arises. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.